But the thing is that we don't really hit our lines a lot. So I think we just need to take conservative birdie looks. And I believe that is parked right there. Welcome back, YouTube. Alrighty, so today we are at Big Mac Disc Golf Course, and we got the normal bag today, so kind of casual around. But I think the main part of this video just gonna be getting to know my bag. I believe I got everything that I possibly need in my bag, because I mean we just signed up for our first tournament, which is gonna be Crush on the Concho, the 22nd annual. We just want to make sure we have everything down. There's a few more tweaks that I want to do form-wise and putting-wise before we can actually go out there and start actually throwing really good. Let's just see if we could get by today. We're not going to do too much thinking. We're just going to throw, hopefully hit our lines all day today, and just see what we can score. See, we're going Rampage off the front. And did I say what the tee sign is? We're on hole 1, par 4, 520 feet. Let's go with the Rampage. A little bit of a left to right headwind, so this should probably flip up a little bit. To be honest, being out there is not too bad. There should be like a little window. And then also, we got some new disc in the back, so if we do get a chance to throw all of them, we only got 3, but if we do get a chance to throw them, I'll show y'all and tell y'all why I actually got them. Okay, go ahead and just take away that statement that I said that it's not too bad. I thought we were gonna be up a little bit more up there because there is gaps going straight to the pin, but I mean, we got this tree right in front of us, so works out. Alrighty, let's see if we can execute this. Going with the Justice. Oh, that's gonna hit a tree. Well, we'll be able to get our up and down for our 4. Kind of wanted that just a little bit lower. I kind of wanted to hit this gap, but I was afraid if I pulled it too much, it would just hit the tree, so we'll take it. There will be a way for us to run this, but I'm just scared that if we throw it too high, we might either hit a tree or we might throw it too good and it'll miss the basket and go far left. So I think right here, we're just gonna lay up, see if we just get it a good like 5 to 10 feet away from the basket. Yeah, that's an easy tap in. Something that we also need to take into mind is just the way we actually do attack holes. Typically, I'm more aggressive and I like the birdie look, but I mean, if we execute more shots than we don't, honestly, a pretty good thing to do. But the thing is that we don't really hit our lines a lot, so I think we just need to take conservative birdie looks. So like right here, an aggressive play would probably be straight at it with the hyzer flip and let it just go dead straight. But the conservative / aggressive look is something faster on hyzer up here. And if we end up short, so be it. But if we throw it perfect, we're looking at a good putt. The only thing is that we do got to get over these trees. Our regular Raptor, because I mean, it has a little bit more glide than the Captain's Raptor. So we could probably get this to fly a little bit further than the Captain's Raptor. The main thing here is make sure we get it up and high enough and on some hyzer to go left. And I believe that is parked right there. So nothing really, I mean, that was honestly pretty good considering what I thought it was gonna be. I thought I put it on too much hyzer and it wasn't gonna get left, but it ended up working out. Now we're on hole 3, par 3, 225 feet. These are the holes that like kind of get into my head a little bit, just for the fact that I can't really decide what to throw here. Because some weeks it's a backhand all day, no matter what the circumstance is. And some weeks it's a forehand. And I don't know, I've been feeling like I've been playing a lot more with the forehand, so we're just gonna see if we can get a forehand down there. We're gonna go with the Rock 3 here. And I actually took the Rock X3, or I just took the normal Rock out because we got this bad baby right here. So I think, which is the Comet. So I think what we're gonna do is just throw this one up there. This will be our normal shot, and we're just gonna see what the Comet is, because I don't really see myself throwing the Comet too much out here, especially because of how windy it is. But I mean, if the wind comes down later down, then we might throw it on maybe like one of the other holes or maybe for an upshot. But let's just see if the Rock can handle the forehand here. So yeah, I mean, that's the easiest way for me to just to get up there. I mean, we took a little bit of a bad kick to the right, But I mean, we got the putters back in the bag, baby. So I did not forget them at the house this time. So we actually got the P Model S's to actually help us putt today. A pretty decent shot, honestly, all things considered. This is better than most of the looks I have out here. But let's see if we can knock it down with the P Model S. We're gonna have to probably release it from our hip. Oh, knew we had to do something different right there. Kind of jabbed myself with the little point on there, but either way we had it. It's typically not my normal putt, but I have putted like that for like a long time ago, where I was more of like a release here and dead straight at the basket. So I mean, that's kind of familiar to me. Don't really like to pull it out all the time, but I mean, it's a good utility putt whenever we do need it. We're on hole 4, par 3, 273 feet. I'm not too sure. I feel like this could be a comment hole. The only thing is, if I throw it too hard, I don't know if it's gonna hold over too much. But I guess the only way we could trust in our discs is if we throw them right. So that might be the play here. Just blasting the comet up high, just letting the disc do its work. Wasn't really flat, but it did have that little flip up. So maybe if I did throw it flat, would have got just the tiniest bit of turn out of it, and then it would have came out of it. So one thing I can say is that we did get the distance right, because we did this on the actual line that we wanted to. Would have probably either hit one of these trees or been like back here, clear open look, but not. But since we did it on a little bit of hyzer and it got that little flip up, kind of went a little bit too left. So let's see if we can at least knock this one down. Ah, just right over it. On hole 5, 264 foot par 3, just straight downhill. I'm gonna go against my better judgment, and we're gonna go with the comet, because I do not believe the stability right now. We are gonna throw straight into a headwind. That last hole was kind of into a tailwind. So we're gonna try to release this one flat. And I gotta remember, I gotta stay high to release flat. So we're just gonna see if we can just pipe it down the pipe. Pipe it down the pipe? Just throw it down the fairway. That's what I meant. Okay, so this turn, it went straight right. So at least now I know if we throw it flat, it is gonna get that turn out of it, especially in a headwind. That was just more exaggerated. So I think in a headwind, we gotta throw that a little bit on the hyzer side, let that flip up and just fly straight and maybe get just enough turn out of it. And I've always said this about this hole, is that I'd much rather be on this side of the fairway than the other side of the fairway. There's not really too many gaps here. Even though we probably ended up in the worst spot, we could have probably, if we'd ended up just like right here, would have been fine. But I mean, there's plenty more gaps here to actually hit than the other side. That was just, I forced it too much. Dang it, man. All right, well, hey, you gotta take the ins with the outs. But if we get the same height, it should fall right in. Oh, that just slipped out too, and it's rolling. Dang, that was such a bad bid. But now that we got that little flaw out of the way, let's see if we can knock this one down. A lot better of a bid. I would take that all day. We figured out it was online, just not high enough. The tree was kind of blocking me from actually getting that momentum back and then following through with it. So we'll just take that for as it is. Not the double bogey that you want to take, especially on a hole like that. It's just too easy to kind of get the birdie, and it's too easy to get a par if you mess up. So not really the biggest fan of that. But right here we got hole 6, 315 feet, par 4. On UDisc it shows as par 4. Today I'm gonna count it as a par 3. We're just gonna take it how it is, and I think we're gonna throw probably a tomahawk, or not a tomahawk, a thumber over top. We just gotta make sure we get the spin on it too. If we don't get the spin, it's not gonna go as far. And we also got the captain's drop to throw on this too. We're probably gonna be behind a big tree, but I mean, I'll take that throw all day. The only thing we could have probably possibly done different was throw a little bit more left, but we're taking probably like 4 feet into question right there. Let's go, man. Especially after that throw, we at least got a dead straight look. So we'll take that all day. This might be a little bit outside. Let me just make sure. I don't wanna, but we're outside. So come on, let's knock this one down. Ah, such a great bid. We're gonna end up knocking one of these Circle 2 looks down. Now we're on hole 7, par 4, 555 feet. And I'm honestly in between 3 discs right here. The 3 discs are the Wraith, the Destroyer, and the Rampage. The only thing about the Wraith is that we're throwing it out here, so we'll be throwing more into a headwind. So the Wraith will be probably a little bit too flippy for that. And then our second option, which I believe is the actual thing that we're gonna go with, is the Destroyer. I think if we throw into the headwind, it will flip up just the tiniest bit, but it's also a cross right to left. So as soon as it starts getting back to the hyzer angle, it'll kind of swoop over to the left a little bit more, and then the Rampage, it's a little bit or not enough hyzer, then it's not gonna go as far because I mean it's just beef. So I think the Destroyer is the play here, because if anything it will flip up and probably ride straight for a little bit, and then hyzer out, and the wind will help it go left as well. We caught the tree limbs, but like I said, I mean, it started flipping up flat, so that was kind of our miss. We wanted to push that a little bit more right so that the wind could actually swing it way left, but I mean, we just do it. Our run up was kind of more straight, so I don't blame myself for hitting the tree. Needed to probably run a little bit more at an angle and release it at least like right here, so we have all that open air to just throw it. Okay, I got y'all set up on this side because I believe this is just like an easy pitch up forehand. I wouldn't test the backhand just for the fact I don't know the different speed levels that I want to throw. And plus of the wind, if I throw something not far enough right, the wind would just take it way left. So I'd much rather bail out with the zone on some Annie and just let it just kind of coast over there and flatten out close to the basket. Kind of stalled out, didn't throw it hard enough, didn't throw it on enough anhyzer. Be a long bit, but at least we'll have a tailwind putt right there. This is like our first real like tester putt that we've had. All the other ones have been jump putts and tap ins, so we haven't really had nothing like this in quite some time already. Just not high enough. Some things you just gotta take notes of. On hole 8, par 3, 396 feet. UDisc shows it's a par 4. We're counting it as a par 3 today. It's not the hardest par 4. It's a pretty difficult par 3, so I'd much rather have it as that. The question is, do we have anything that could probably hyzer flip, turn just the slightest, and fly dead straight towards the end of the flight? I'm in between two discs right now. It's gonna be the Leopard, my Plasma Insanity. The only thing with the Insanity is that I don't want it to catch the wind, the right to left wind, and just kind of die down if it does flip up. And then I also don't know how much hyzer I need to put on it. And then also, this is one of the newer discs too that we got, which is the Barry Schultz Champ Leopard. And I don't know if I want to trust it right here. I don't think I'm gonna trust it right here. We got plenty of holes to see what that actually does. The Insanity I know is a little bit on the flippier side, or a little bit more on the straighter side. So I believe if I just put this on just the tiniest amount of hyzer, it should flip up, fly right, and then hopefully come back. Or we could just hit a tree right off the bat. Alrighty, so since we did hit over here, I'm just gonna take my relief this way. There is water right there, and typically TDs play this as casual right here. So we're not taking a stroke, we're just getting a safe rely. And I also didn't want to cross over and throw on the other side because, I mean, you know, you see my build. But anyways, we're in the dirty water. Shout out to my guy, True Face John. Dirty water, bruh. Okay, I needed to get out of it. Captain Drafter would have been the play right there. Yeah, we went way long. All right, you got a putt still. Let's see if we can make it for our 3. Come on, we gotta get like a little hyzer bit at this one. Be a little harder, because I do typically putt on hyzer. It's just to get it to swing. Oh, not really, it doesn't have to swing too much, but we want it to probably just swing just enough to where it goes left. It didn't get the hyzer that I thought it was gonna get. Dang it, that was such a nice bid too. On hole 9 now, where you got a 444 foot par 4. Golly, I always say that this is just a hard hole to say. There's one line that I typically always like to go to, which is the backhand flex line. It brings in the eagle play while also staying good enough for the birdie play. I think if we try to forehand just dead straight or something, our best shot is probably gonna take us to a birdie, not an eagle play, the turn. So let's see if we can actually get this to turn over, no pun intended, and just hyzer back and be right next to the basket. Oh, that's so terrible. We're gonna hyzer out way left. That thing just slipped right out. We're on the next hole's fairway. I believe it might be an easy up and down with the forehand right there, but dang, that was so bad. Man, we got the ceiling for the backhand. I know it's not the smart play. I just want to throw the comment so bad. You know, y'all, I'm pretty sure y'all know how it is whenever y'all get a new disc in the bag. That's like the disc you want to throw for like every single shot. But we're gonna take it down a bit and I can get too excited off the new disc. And we're just gonna forehand a Captain Drafter up there. Just didn't take it wide enough. We're still gonna have a putt at it. Just so I wanted to actually throw it right at those trees on the left side and let it just do exactly what it did, but right at the basket. All right, let's talk this one out. You're putting up a lot more than the last putt. So I think this one, you either want it to go flat or a little bit of anhyzer. But I think I'd much rather have it flat than on hyzer, because on hyzer you'll just get smacked down. Look at that. You just talk it out and good things happen for you. So we ended off on a birdie, so that's good. And that's gonna do it for this front nine. We're gonna end up shooting a back nine as well. One more other disc that I didn't show y'all, which is the Mongoose, which is, it is back in the bag. It is just a flippy 9-speed, that's all it is. I was thinking about taking the Avenger SS whenever I went to go to play it again, but I mean, the price on the Avenger SS was at least like $25, or no, like $22 plus the tax. Would probably been close to 23, 24. The Mongoose, which somebody had found it and took it to play it again. This is actually my Mongoose, so good thing we were able to get it. I also do still got a blue Mongoose out there somewhere with my name and stuff on it. Mongoose is just one of those discs where like, it's just fun to throw, because like, you don't have to throw it too hard and you'll get that flight out of it, but also it's great for rollers. I mean, I can just throw it flat and it'll just get right down to a roller angle. So that's why that's in the bag. Other than that, the Leopard and the Comet are the other two discs that are in the bag that are new. So, I mean, that's it. So we're gonna go ahead and play this back nine, see if we can shoot it. I'm still deciding whether or not if I should do the longs or if I should do the shorts. We might still stick to the shorts. They're a lot more fun and they're a lot easier and quicker to actually run through. If you enjoyed the video and you want to see more of this breaking down the bag or me getting better leading up to my first tournament, then go ahead, leave a like, subscribe, and comment as well, because everything does help this channel. So with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead, catch you on the next one. Peace.